Today we'll be giving a gameplay overview and the review of the game Adrenaline, created by Filip Neduk and published by Czech Games Edition. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode with To Die For Games. I'm Mandy, the board gaming pinup girl. My fellow hosts are
Tracy, the gaming maven.
I'm Stephane, the games teacher.
Trying to figure out how to set something up? Well, timestamps are below. Just click on the link.
If you like what you see, leave us a comment and tell us how we're doing. And while you're there, subscribe to be notified when we post new content.
Adrenaline plays in about 30 to 60 minutes, is suggested for ages 12 and up, and accommodates 3 to 5 players. We've got Adrenaline all set up and ready to go, so let's get to it.
Players are locked in a futuristic arena trying to earn the most points. Using advanced weaponry, their mission is to kill or be killed. Actually, just don't be killed. Dying is only temporary, however, as you will quickly be revived and thrown back into the arena to exact your revenge. So Mandy, tell us what's inside the box.
One game board consisting of 2 double-sided pieces, 1 double-sided board for 2 additional play modes, 21 weapons cards, 36 ammo tiles, 1 bot card, optionally for use in games with 3 or 4 players, a large number of points tokens, 1 starting player marker, 24 power-up cards, 5 player kits, each including 1 player board, 1 action tile, 1 figure, 20 damage tokens, and 9 ammo cubes, 3 each of blue, yellow, and red, the weapons manual, and the rulebook. All right, now that we know what we're playing with, how do we set up? Tracy?
Choose a side for each of the 2 game board pieces. Place skulls on the kill shot track. 5 skulls are recommended for your first game, 8 skulls in a normal game. Shuffle the power-up cards and place them in a face-down stack on the game board. Shuffle the weapons cards and place them in a face-down stack on the game board. Deal 3 weapons face up to each spawn point. Place the point tokens near the game board. Mix the ammo tiles and place them face down near the game board. Deal 1 ammo tile to each square of the game board without a spawn point. Pick a player to go first and give them the starting player marker. Each player takes their player board and places the side with the 864211 numbers face up. Each player adds their action tile to the left side of their player board with the 3 arrows action side face up. Each player adds 1 ammo cube of each color into their ammo box on the right end of their player board. Now that we're all set up, how do we play? Stephane?
Players start the game with their figure off of the main game board. On their first turn, the active player will draw 2 power-up cards, choose one to keep, reveal and discard the other one. The figure is then placed on the spawn point that matches the color of the discarded power-up card. Then, every turn, the active player must take 2 actions from the following 3 options: run around, grab stuff, and shoot people. They can resolve their actions in any order and may take the same action twice. Run around. The player moves their figure 1, 2, or 3 squares around the board. They may move through doorways, but not through walls. Grab stuff. The player may choose to move exactly 1 square, or stay in their current square, and grab either the ammo tile or buy one of the 3 available weapons, depending on where they end up. Shoot people. After a player has purchased a weapon, they may use it to attack 1 or more opponents. Choose 1 or more targets that the weapon can hit, and apply your damage tokens to those players' boards, always filling in their damage meter from left to right, and/or applying tags depending on the weapon. Resolving kills. If a player receives their 11th kill shot point of damage, then they have been killed, and points are awarded to each player that damaged the dead player. If the killed player also received a 12th overkill point of damage, they apply 1 revenge tag damage token to the player that dealt them the overkill point. The dead player then removes the leftmost skull token from the kill shot track on the game board and covers up the leftmost visible point value on their player board. They place the kill shot and overkill if applicable damage tokens on the kill shot track on the game board and return all other damage tokens to the other players. Reload weapons. Any weapons used can be reloaded by paying their full ammo cost in the upper left corner of the weapon card. Ammo tiles and weapons are added to any empty spaces on the game board. Play then proceeds to the next player clockwise around the table. So, how does the game end?
Once the last skull is removed from the kill shot track on the game board, the game will end and additional points are awarded to each player based on the number of their damage tokens that appear on the kill shot track. The player who has the highest total points wins. So that is how you play Adrenaline. And now we're ready to give a review of the game Adrenaline. What'd you guys think?
Didn't think I was going to like it. Really did.
Nice.
Yeah, same here. I wasn't expecting this to be my type of game, but I really enjoyed it. The people we played with also really enjoyed it, so it was good to see that around the table.
Yeah, I had the same sentiment. I wasn't sure, and especially when I see a game that starts at 3, I'm like, I roll my eyes and go, great, here we go. And I really quite liked it. So we're gonna touch on a few other points to explain our opinion. Artwork and theme.
The one thing I had to say for that rule book, funny. They actually created these little like tiny bios of all the little machine characters, and I was like, we read them every single time we played. We're like, these are just hilarious. We have to tell everyone who played it for the first time. So it's good. The artwork was fantastic, bright. I had a lot of kind of like that sci-fi robotic, kind of look, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I was especially fond of the happy face robot. He was my favorite.
Made everyone smile.
I'm going to kill you.
Reminded me of like a video game a little bit with the lights on the board, the different colors. So I thought that was really neat. So I definitely thought everything fit in well together. Quality of components.
Like Steph said, the minis, like you could see the happy face on the one character, and they all looked like they did in the book, like the artwork and the minis matched. The rest of the artwork was fairly simple. A little bit of the iconography was a little tricky. Like we played it like quite a few times, and still, after those few times, we were still trying to like look at the rule book to check out the weapons, because it wasn't that it was hard. It just
wasn't
was a little
sticking,
hard
I guess.
to
I don't know.
stick, but the artwork overall was consistent and fantastic. So that was great.
I agree. Quality of the art and the components in general was really good. There was a lot of grays and blacks that I felt there could have been a little more contrast, but to counterbalance that, there was a lot of bright colors in the game as well. I just wish that the grays and blacks that were used, there was maybe just a little bit more contrast there, so they kind of popped a little more. But with the splash of color, that was a really minor concern.
Yeah. So quality of components, I thought were really good in this game. Actually, card quality was, I think, thick enough on the cards. It didn't bend super easily. I really liked the little skulls. That was a nice touch. And we noticed that was a very similar component from another game.
Sulkin.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
It's probably the same mold, I would assume.
I think so.
Yeah.
Just different colors. But those are really cool. And the miniatures were quite nice. You can make up the detailing on them. The board was nice and thick. And we like the fact that you can switch the size depending on, I guess, I don't know if it would be like difficulty or just better with a different amount of players.
Certain recommendations were for certain player counts, and then you might have different configurations you want for certain scenarios or things like that.
Yeah, which is nice. Overall, I thought it was quite good. Let's talk about game mechanics next.
I'm not actually personally a fan of the first-person shooters that this type of this video game, that type of video game that this board game is obviously modeled on. Those really don't appeal to me at all. But I had so much fun with this board game. Now I'm thinking maybe I want to go try one of those first-person shooters. So something to consider, I guess. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, for me it was an experience.
Yeah.
Again, exact same thing. I don't play first-person shooter video games. I'm a Diablo, Zelda, Mario kind of girl. So I like that style. So this was kind of unusual that it appealed to me so much.
Right.
And I don't know if it was the color or, like you said, the miniatures or what it was, but something about it just caught me, and I really like that. The game mechanics, I like that, the weapons, you had to like go and get them, and you can only have so many, so you had to decide, do you want to upgrade and throw one of the ones you have away. And there's a couple times I found some of the weapons were like, some people found them very powerful, so if someone got that one, you're like,
darn it.
These two stole, was it the two of you? I think was
it Thor?
Thor. I've got to play with it the first time, and then that second time, I didn't get to play with Thor.
It was pretty good.
I stole Whisper from you.
You stole Whisper from me. I was very sad about that.
I'm
but
sorry.
That's okay. Still had fun.
And I agree with Stephane and Tracy, you know, the whole first-person shooter type of video game. Like, I play some video games, just not those types of video games. So I had the same sentiment, like, I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I'm like, oh, you know, again, the eye roll, we'll see. And then, oh, pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed this, and I really wanted to kill people in the game. I know that sounds really violent, but I really wanted to win. So, but in a fun way.
I think Tracy really enjoyed just killing her husband a couple of times.
That's why she really wanted that Thor card. Oh, goodness. Similar games. Can you guys think of any?
I can, actually.
Oh.
A lot of you might know a game called Frag. Frag is
You
a
mentioned
Steve
this.
Jackson game, and it's kind of that first-person shooter, playing around obstacles. You're having to work with certain weapons, stuff like that. So, because I introduced that one to my nephew, and he really liked it. So I think you'd probably get a kick out of this game. A lot of likes.
You know, no others really come to mind for me specifically. I'm sure there's lots of other games, but these aren't the types of games I usually play, so none of them are coming to mind.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in the same boat as you, so I think Tracy's example is going to have to do for you today. And final thoughts on the game. Let's go down the line.
Final thoughts, like I said, I really loved it. It was fantastic. I'm looking forward to actually playing this game again. So, yeah, I like it.
Yay!
Same here, 2 thumbs up from me.
I too enjoyed this, and I know we've done some chats online with people, and they were talking about it. It seems to be really like a highly buzzed about game, so, and with good reason. So definitely 2 thumbs up from this girl right here. Oh, and can I just say, I don't remember the name of the characters, the purple one, and the description is like me to a T. I swear, that was right.
Nails are
not
always on
Banshee.
point.
Nails are always on point. Hello. So yeah, moving on. 2 thumbs up, I think, down the board. Awesome. All right, thanks so much for joining us. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.